Hi, everyone. Welcome to Positive Forward Motion. This is your host, Denise Scattergood. I'm so happy you're here. Each week, I create an episode and I share a topic to help you have more success and happiness, both personally and professionally. Today's topic is 3 simple steps to a happier you. Abraham Lincoln was quoted as saying, "Most people are about as happy as they make up their minds to be." And I'd like to question that and even ask you, what do you think? Is it really that easy? Can we just make up our minds to be happy and voila, we're happy? I mean, sure, it's a lot easier to make up our minds to be happy when everything is going great, but how do we keep our face to the sun and a happy disposition when things don't go our way? Well, that's what today's topic is about. Because in this wonderful, crazy game of life, things will not always go as we like. We're going to have disappointments, heartaches, and setbacks. And it's during these times of difficulty that is our greatest opportunity to work on and strengthen our happy muscle. Scientific research shows that we have the power to take control of our happiness by choosing our thoughts, behaviors, and actions. Happiness skills are something that can be practiced and learned, just like the way practice can improve, let's say, our athletic abilities. And over time, we can build lasting good habits that increase our resilience and improve our overall well being. So, today I'm going to give you my 3 step formula that has really helped me, especially in challenging times. So, if you're not driving, grab yourself a pen because I want you to write this down. Number 1, what is your I can? Number 2, what is your I can't? And number 3, what's the good news? So, let's explore step number 1, and that is your I can. This is where you're going to identify what you can control. So you're going to write down 3 things you can do to help the situation and focus on that because this is going to keep you moving forward and focusing on taking action and gaining positive momentum, which will help you to stop dwelling and start doing. Step 2 is the I can't. This may be one of the most important steps. And the reason why is many times when we're faced with difficulty, we become so overwhelmed that we don't see things as clearly as we should. And we spend much of our time and energy on the things that have already happened and are now out of our control. And this is exhausting. And I'm sure you would agree, it's even counterproductive. So identifying what is out of your control and let it go. Don't give it your energy any longer. And step 3 is to identify the good news. Ask yourself, what's the good news? Now, I know this can be very challenging at times, and there's always a little nugget of good in every situation. Sometimes we need to just really slow down to find it. And did you know that it's easier for our brains to gravitate to negativity during trying times? That's right, and it's based on science. Our brains are actually lazy. So that explains why it's so easy to find people to join us on what I call the complain train. You know, that complain train when things don't go our way. Finding the good takes work, practice, and oftentimes a good sense of humor. So let me give you an example and let's take a look at a not so pleasant experience and practice these 3 steps. So let's say you get a flat tire on your way to work. Now, in this situation, you might not easily find what the good news is because you're mad and perhaps you're scared. So that's why you're going to go to step 1 and ask yourself, what can I do to get into action? Number 1 might be that you pull over to be safe. Maybe you're calling AAA for help or you're calling a friend for help. But identify what you can do and get into action. Then your next step is to identify what you can't do. You can't turn back time. You can't change the fact that you have a flat tire, right? Then you want to remind yourself of the good news. And the good news is, well, you have a car that had the ability to get a flat tire. So that's good news. The other good news may be that you didn't get a blowout and you didn't go out of control on the road. The other good news is you were on your way to a job. So that's good news that you have a job. And Perhaps maybe the other really good news is that stopping to fix this flat might possibly be keeping you from something more serious like a dangerous accident up ahead. And the fact is, we just don't know. But practicing these 3 easy steps will help you to learn to cope and thrive during difficult times. And this will have a positive impact on both your personal and professional life. And with consistent practice, you can form lifelong habits for a more satisfying, fulfilling, happy life. I hope these 3 steps help you as much as they help me during my difficult times. Thank you for joining in today. I hope you find these 3 steps helpful because they have really helped me. And I have to tell you, I enjoy creating these episodes and topics because I love adding value to others. And if you like adding value to others as well, then I need a favor. I would like you to please share, rate, and review this podcast so we can continue to spread the good. Again, thank you so much for listening in, and remember to keep up the positive forward motion.